The Timeline is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
And
DSTV. Feel every moment.
Now, amongst the social media elite, one of the bigger conversations is being an influencer. What makes a good one? What are clients looking for? How do you become one? We explore that phenomenon on The Timeline today. I'm Oguchi Daudi, and welcome to the show. Now, of course, to be able to tackle this, we had to go to some people who are already doing this. Now, we talked about Piper, about one of the influential portfolio on social media, and someone who is using that influence to push brand messaging. He is an influencer, and we caught up with him to find out what does it take to become one, and how do you provide relevant messaging to the brand? Are there any do's or don'ts for an influencer?
The first thing I ever went viral on was a fight between me and some guys. I'm not even violent in person, but the way I kind of tossed them around and all, people liked it, people retweeted. I saw it, and as I wanted more. So I just started waking up every day at 6 a.m. check on the trending topics. This is trending. Tweet about it, and it kind of just worked out with time. You need a lot of data, which is expensive in Uganda. Yeah, so before you even start thinking about becoming an influencer, think about the data. One of the most selling topics, obviously, in the media is always sex and girls. Yeah, you might just tweet sex and you'll find 20 retweets, just sex. But you're not going to just tweet politics, and very many people don't relate to it. I mean, people are already tired of the politics of this country. Comedy sells a lot, everywhere actually, not just social media, even outside. I mean, on YouTube, the most people that have the most subscribers are comedians. On Instagram, comedians, everywhere. Comedy sells a lot. So you have to really indulge. You have to really mix up comedy in almost everything you're talking about. The reason I have all these crowds is because of the way I interpret things, the way I tell it to the people, yeah? But yeah, so some brands tell you do this, do that, and I mean, your boss is your boss. You have to do what they say, otherwise you won't get paid. Do not step on people on your way up, because these people you're stepping on are the very people that are supposed to give you jobs in future. Like, I cannot work with certain people because on my way up, we had fights online, and they have that thing of, I don't like that guy, he told me this and this and this and this. So yeah, don't step on people on your way up. Even when you're up, don't step on people down.
But this influencer conversation isn't just about the person who has the most followers. It's also about exactly what the client is looking for. What do brands look for in influencers?
In the search for the 21st century influencer, of course, a lot of people think that it's quite easy because they just think you just find someone with a phone and an internet connection. But quite to the contrary, it's actually very different. You're going to be looking for someone who has passion, who knows what they're doing, someone who's passionate and who keep going even when the brand or when what they call the influence isn't necessarily quick pro quo.
Being a celebrity is relevant, but it is not necessarily the only thing. So you can find somebody who is not a celebrity, they have only a couple of thousand followers, but they are connected well with the followers that they have, and they can still push the message across.
You want to talk to someone who is consistent, because consistency is what drives followership, it drives loyalty, and it drives brand affinity. Those kind of things are what builds it's the bedrock of what you'd be looking for in a 21st century influencer.
Now, if you've been thinking about being an influencer, you've been wondering, how do I get into the market where I'm paid for my tweets or my Facebook status updates? I think you have all the information you need. You can thank us later. Of course, feel free to follow us on our Twitter and our Facebook. That's at The Timeline 256. And one other thing you should do is pay your DSTV subscription, because they have all the matches live and in HD. The FA Cup, people. Manchester United, what? Also, don't forget *165 *5# is the number to use if you're trying to borrow some money to start your business or to pay a DSTV subscription. From me, David here, goodbye, God bless, happy surfing, and see you next time.
The Timeline was brought to you by
Funa Saizio with my Paka Paka from MTN. Dial *160 *1# to talk for 24 hours with a bundle that suits your pocket. MTN, everywhere you go.
and
Emirates FA Cup will be available to all DSTV customers from DSTV Premium through to DSTV Access from the 18th of February. Catch it live on SuperSport 3, 5 and SuperSport Select 2. Only on DSTV.